Alright guys, we're gonna do a little different today. So we're going on a ride, which we probably will later on. We're gonna do a little DIY, get rid of these. As you can see, this one's bent per to the brake. But regardless, it's time to switch them out. And gonna be slapping these on. Got spoiled. And my wife, she bought me the ASV C5 levers, Shorty levers, so I'm gonna put them on. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm gonna start off on the clutch side. My understanding is we gotta take this pin off right here, and then right underneath it, right here, is gonna be a 10mm socket, or nut actually. So we'll go ahead and hit that up with the ratchet real quick. And we're also going to need to loosen up this here, the clutch cable. Alright, so I pretty much got it loosened up. I just had to put the camera down just for a sec because it's just a little tight. And I was unable to do it with both hands, but that's the one you want to take off right there. So that's a 10mm, and you see it's fucking filthy. So I'll make sure I'll clean that up later. Just place it so you can't lose it. Next, we'll slide this pin out. This one here. Take that out. Now that we taken off the pin and the nut, we're gonna pretty much just start loosening up the clutch cable. And the key should be to loosen it up as much as possible. That way it's easier for us to move. So bear with me. Let me go ahead and just try to get this loosened up, and now we'll get back on it. Alright, so this should be the last little turn. And what we want to make sure is this little gap lines up with this gap. So just bring it in. Right there is good. Once we lined it up and everything, we gotta pull on this cable. There you go. That's what you want to do. Now we can actually take out the lever, rotate it around, and make sure you don't lose these little things here. So I'm gonna rotate the lever. Trying to do this as best as I can with two hands, that way you guys can see it, but I'm gonna have to put the camera down. I'm not trying to lose any parts. Alright, here we go. Alright, cool. So basically that's what you want. So let me go get my other lever, and then I'll probably try to clean some of this stuff off. I'll place it here for now. Alright, so I got the new one on. Didn't get a chance to put all this on video, but basically the new levers come with the bushing, which is the part that goes in there, that little sleeve. And according to the instructions, it said you can just press firmly with fingers, or you can just with a piece of wood and hammer tap it in. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, man, because I had to use the vise. I lubed it up, and I just went little by little in because I don't want to make sure I didn't crack it, you know, put too much pressure on it. But nah, it came out good. So finally got it in, and then pretty much reverse the process. So obviously you put the cable back in from the bottom, line it up. Once you get that, slide it in. Now I guess the reason why it wasn't coming back on camera so much is just because since I was going really slow on that bushing, there's only a certain gap in here, so this whole piece slides in. so I was having issues with it sliding all the way in. So I kept going back and forth to the vise, getting that bushing pressed in, making sure I put towels on this because I don't want to imprint it with the vise. And yeah, I mean, I got it to work out finally. Managed to line up this bolt, put it in, put the cable in, like I said, tighten it down from here. And then, like I said, just from there, you got to just make sure that you don't over tighten this, because when you squeeze down, it's pretty much going to stay. So I loosened that up, you know, obviously not all that way, it's tight. And I put this back to pretty much where I had it at. Kind of just eyeballed it. I might even just close it up a little bit more. But right now it feels good. Later on I'll adjust this to my liking. You know, I'll sit on it. So with that being said, let's jump to the other side and work on the brake. Alright, so the brake lever should be a whole lot easier than the clutch. That's why I started off with the clutch. So this one should be pretty much just about the same setup. I'm gonna loosen up this 10 right here. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Try to get in there. But this one here should be a 10 as well. And then you're gonna need a flat head, just in case they spin. And to be honest, man, that should be all there is to it. You know what, owning this bike, I never even messed with this dial, so before I take it off, I guess I'm gonna mess with it. And I'm assuming this should adjust where I want this to sit at. Yeah, so that's 1. Right at 5, let's check 6. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then I'll try to get back. So like I said, I'm gonna loosen up the 10 down here. Make sure that if this spins, hold it, and then it should be able to slide out. Give me 1 second. Alright, so this is the one I was talking about. So I'm gonna loosen this up, make sure we don't drop it. You see, I got it. So set that down. And then this one is actually, we gotta undo this. Now, I don't know how I'm gonna do this again, because I think this lever is like a little spring action. So once I get this loosened up, I just don't want to drop anything, you know. Let me see if I can grip everything in a way where I won't drop it. Got it. And then just pull forward, I guess, and out, and there it is. I'll just set that to the side, and I'm just gonna open this up, and we'll go from there. Alright, so they did supply this barrel, which apparently I thought it wasn't required, but I guess it is. So the way that's gonna be installed, pretty much just set the lever upside down, and as you can see, the barrel's in here now. So what I'm gonna try to do while holding the camera is installing it, and that hole in the barrel is pretty much gonna go in here. So we're gonna just pretty much, there it is, it's in, everything's lined up. So with that being said, try to hold this and the camera at the same time. Alright, bear with me. Alright, so I'm just gonna slide this in. So make sure it's kind of lined up. There it is. So I'm just gonna tighten this down. After that, I'll tighten down the 10 on the bottom, and that's pretty much it. If anything, just make a couple adjustments. Shouldn't be going crazy. Now I'm gonna put the nut on the bottom. Without trying to drop it. Alright, got it. So see on the top, on the top, all right, there it is. When I rotate it, it spins. And we don't want that. So it looks like it kind of locked already, so we're good. But if not, I was gonna pretty much stop. Go at it with 2 hands. But it's tight. So feels good. Let's try it out. There it is. Let's make sure the camera's good. So I'm just gonna squeeze it. Cool. That's pretty much it. If anything, I just make little adjustments with this. I'll get that final tweak as far as where I want it once I have the bike down and go for a little spin. So let me just give me 1 second. I'll show you transformation.